And action!
We're back at the Ruthless. Alright. Hello, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z-Man. To the right of me, we have our lovely guest host, Miss Bordeaux. And we have our awesome DJ, Smooth.
Hello, what's going on out there, people?
And on today's show, our first guest is Vince Hemming's son and Thomas Lockhart. And they're with the Vanishing Tattoo documentary that they have just produced. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time because I don't know where the fuck are you, Jerremy? Are you getting me in these shots or not? Because what's happening is
you didn't slide over.
I can't slide over to be in your area.
So move it.
Just put it beside you, Tom, and then we can pop it over here.
You bet.
I couldn't get you, so I was on them.
That always get on them, and then
I'm getting U3, and he's covering U3,
okay.
right? That way you're not going to have me all over the place.
Alright. Yeah, she's great. Okay, we're back at. All right, you guys ready?
Oh, we're ready.
You don't have to fold that up, Tom. Okay, so we're back at the Ruthless. Here we are. We're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z-Man. This is my lovely guest host, Capri Bordeaux. Say hello, Capri.
Hi.
And our DJ Smooth.
Hey, what's up, Z-Man?
All right, I'm doing good. And today on the show, we have Vince Hemmingson and Thomas Lockhart with their Borneo documentary, Vanishing Tattoo.
Thanks for having us, Z-Man.
Not a problem. So, Vince, where did the idea for the Vanishing Tattoo come from?
Well, it actually came about because Thomas has done all of my tattoos, and he is, as you well know, extraordinarily well traveled.
Yep.
And as I was getting my tattoos, he regaled me with his stories of going up Mount Everest, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, traveling to Thailand. But his most interesting stories for me were about his travels and adventures with headhunters in Borneos with skulls hanging from the rafters,
Yeah.
and telling the stories about their tattoos that were in danger of disappearing.
I remember I actually seen the documentary. It was a very nice one.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
So how long did it take you guys to make the documentary?
Well, I got my
4 years, 5 years? Something like that?
I got my tattoos back in, I guess, '96, and thought pretty quickly that it would be a good idea to make it a good documentary subject. And we worked for 4 years to put the financing together, etc., before we actually shot it. We did a research trip where Tom and I went to Japan and Thailand and Borneo and New Zealand, Australia, Tahiti. So went to a lot of tattoo conventions, spoke to a lot of well-known people in the tattoo community. So took a lot of research.
Right on. So, Thomas, what surprised you the most about making of the film?
Vince might take care of that.
What surprised you the most, Vince, making the film?
I guess when we were in Borneo, it was a bit of a shock.
The cost, that surprised me.
The cost was, we were really lucky that we got support from BC Film. The Aboriginal People's Network of Canada came in very early, and CanWest Global gave us development financing, but we also put up a lot of money ourselves.
That's
good. When we were actually filming it in Borneo, we were kind of unprepared for the fact, because there was one day it was like 104 degrees. When we were there for the month of September and October, there were 2 flash floods. And one night, all the little old ladies at 2 o'clock in the morning were moving everything from the ground floor into the attic because they thought we were going to get flooded out of the longhouse.
Really?
But the river rose, what was it, 15, 16 feet one night?
That's pretty, must have been pretty heavy being inside the flood like that.
Well, and it happened actually on the last night we were there. We didn't even know if we'd even be able to make it downriver in time to catch our plane connection back to Canada.
Really?
At least you had your paddles.
We didn't do much paddling. They got like these 60-foot longboats that they used to pole, but now they got outboard motors. But they're long, skinny boats. If you saw as you saw in the documentary,
Yeah.
And we just kind of sit small and hope that it doesn't tip over.
What does the Vanishing Tattoo website have in common with the film?
Well, because we're broke independent filmmakers, we didn't have a lot of money to promote projects. So we put up a website called thevanishingtattoo.com.
Yeah.
And it ended up becoming kind of a cult website. It was featured on, it was a Yahoo website of the day, it was the Netscape website of the day, it was the original cool website of the day. And right now,
Biggest tattoo website in the world.
it
The
is.
biggest tattoo website in the
We
world.
get 50 million hits a month.
What about, do you have a website, Capri?
No, I don't. I'd like to get one though.
Yeah.
Capri, would you like to be on our website?
Sure.
We'll put you on our website.
All right.
Right.
So
Of course,
why,
if you have no tattoos, we'll probably like have to body paint you or something.
so why did you guys shoot the pilot episode in Borneo?
Well, Tom had been there, excuse me, Tom had been there before and he knew a lot of the local people. Plus we had some tattoo artists that we'd met actually through the website.
Yeah.
And Tom had so much experience, had been to Borneo before, had head hunting. And you go into the longhouses, there's big bundles of hundreds of skulls looking down at you from the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
And the people are amazing, it's an incredible culture. And
Big bodysuits.
yeah, and it was kind of a classic journey for a documentary where we went upriver.
Wow.
And at one point in time, our guides looked at Tom and I and they said, you know, I don't think there's been any white men here since maybe the Second World War, if ever. So we might have stepped in some part of Borneo where there'd never been any white men ever before.
Yeah, I know, I've seen the video, it looked like they were pretty surprised to have you guys around there.
Well, when Tom and I first went into some of the longhouses, because we're so much bigger than the average Iban man, who's about 5 foot tall and weighs 100 pounds, they were convinced that we were WWF wrestlers.
Oh.
Like this, I'm not making this up. They thought we were WWF wrestlers because back then I had long hair and Tom had long hair. We had all these tattoos.
Well, Tom
And-
still has long hair though.
Tom still has long hair. And what they do for their entertainment, because they grow rice and their food crops, but to make money they grow pepper.
Yeah.
And the price of pepper a few years ago was like $8 US for a kilo. So they made quite good cash. And what they did is they got satellite TVs, and they all have generators. And every night they run the generator to cool the refrigerator to make the beer cold, and then they watch satellite transmissions of wrestling.
Really?
I'm not making this
So I
up.
love wrestling over there.
They love wrestling. Like they worship The Rock. The Rock is
Yeah.
The Rock is a god.
The people's
with the
champ.
people, the people's champ.
That's right.
And they know all the sayings and
So you have a little chihuahua over there, Thomas?
Yeah, much like yours. Hey, is it related to yours?
Yeah.
Is it yours related to his and mine?
it is. It's all part of the
The cousins and the sisters.
That's right.
Do you have any tattoos, Capri?
I don't know.
No, eh? Are you thinking about ever getting any?
Yeah, definitely. I just have to figure out what symbol and.
What about you, Smooth? Do you have any tattoos?
Sure do.
All right. And did that give you like an enlightening experience?
It was just something I did when I was young.
Right on. So how old were you, Thomas, when you got your first tattoo?
18-ish.
18. And I remember you talking, it was just a big engine or something like that. Or something. You were going to get an engine or some
Snake.
a snake or something.
What is your first tattoo anyway?
I think Vincent here did my first tattoo along with a few other crazy people.
Well, I think Tom
We call
wanted.
them pin cushions.
That's
And
right.
if you guys can zoom in, you can see the tattoo right here. About 8 people
What
involved
is it
with
exactly?
Vincent
Like a
anyway.
horse or something? And,
Yeah.
The all-seeing eye.
So, well, let's go to a commercial with DJ Smooth, and we'll be right back to you. Ruthless Talent Show. So can you go out there and tell those guys to get their fucking cell phone, get the fuck out of here, before I have to go up there and kill them? Don't stop recording, guys. So Capri, you're enough to cut in and say whatever you want at any time and ask questions or whatever. And then, hold on, Rick.
Good job.
You did a good job. I did a really good job all week. I've had all kinds of guests all week. This is the one where we have the real guest. I'll be right back in just 1 second.
place those things in, I think it's big breaks.
Actually, when we're live, we get commercial breaks where they go, and now live, it's Cindy Sarah for the news.
Do you know the difference between Thai tattooing and say Borneo stuff?
Well, the Thai, there's different kinds of tattooing in Thai. Like they have in the monasteries, they do it with long needles.
Keep that fucking cell phones off on here because you can hear all that shit in here. It's fucking up the show.
My cell phone might need to be turned off because it sounds like.
Is it
mine.
out there?
Is it-
Oh, go turn it off
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Smooth. Top up your fucking drink and let's get back to this fucking bitch. You okay, Vince?
I'm happy.
Alright. So, wrapping it up, did you want to like mention the websites and then we'll show a clip and then show the website?
Yeah.
Did I miss anything that was really important?
West Coast Tattoo.
You're gonna put it on the TV screen, aren't you?
Oh shit.
What?
Nobody fucking mentioned that the Playmates weren't on.
Well, you're the professional. We figured you had it all.
We can get together. So we're gonna
We'll
do the whole
go-
thing,
so
right?
we'll have to shoot it one more time.
Fuck you.
It's not my fault, but we what the fuck? Nobody told me that the bikini
You're
shoot
supposed
was
to
on.
have a show producer out there.
Right there, Assad.
I'm not your show producer.
Well, he's the camera producer.
Well, no, and it's
Unless
cameraman.
unless you,
have to have
want
producers
to.
in charge of everything.
If you have this TV set up so that that's not gonna skitter.
You know it doesn't. Joe, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe in this show I can ask you something like that.
Of course.
About the difference between, because I was in Thailand. And I
Absolutely.
actually saw them do.
I want you to talk
tattooing.
as much as you can.
Okay, I'll do my best.
And I was just gonna say, would you like to ask, you say you should just throw it in there and just
Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
I'll try to
about
shut
that.
up a little bit.
Because when I was in Krabi, they had a lot of these sticks
Yeah.
with the points on the end. I
Smooth,
guess
you gotta
they're
shut
only
that down, give your
temporary,
drink
they
all
last
laced
for
up, and then get back here, we're
a couple
shooting
weeks or
again.
a month or
No.
something.
This
Turn
is
it off.
just a temporary tattoo where the
Mike,
paint
what do
was
you-
punched in. Otherwise, it's henna.
You can.
Maybe,
It's being
well,
dubbed
I'll just ask you what the
Right.
difference is. And,
We're gonna show you
girls
this
in the
here.
video?
Equipment
You know
here.
these
we're
girls in
gonna
the
talk
video?
equipment, or-
I have no idea what our
Can
host.
you give us a little rundown what the plan is here?
Of
Are we
what?
gonna show this stuff?
Of course we are, we're gonna get to that right now. When the second half of this,
But don't we have to reshoot the whole first half?
we're
because
gonna
of-
reshoot the
I
whole
don't
lot
think you need
quicker
to
this
shoot
time, don't
and
worry.
reshoot your first
Let's
half.
do it.
Alright?
All right, and action!
Okay,
Close the door.
Smooth, get in here. Fucking who the hell's taking my shades away?
You shouldn't wear the shades.
Oh, put your shades on.
They're
Look at
gonna
the-
be in
look
the
right
fucking
with
set.
us. Fuck, he looks like, oh, I missed it too.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back at the these are some other girls I hired for some other commercial shit. Okay, so we're shooting again, you guys
Music
should
going up? Music going up when you come back?
just right now we're not coming back because the bikini girls weren't on the whole fucking shoot. Okay, we're starting again, you get to talk more, blah blah blah. blah, blah, blah. Alright, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z. Tom, we don't need that cough every fucking time.
It's part of the show.
Alright. Okay, you ready? Who's on me?
We're both on you.
Alright, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z-Man. Our lovely guest host, Miss Bardot. And our cool Ruthless DJ, Smooth.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Yo, yo. And on the show today, our guest is Vince Hemmingson and Thomas Lockhart with their documentary, Vanishing Tattoo.
Thanks for having us, C-Man.
Well, it's a pleasure. And pleasure to have you too, Thomas.
Thanks, Steve.
So where did the idea for the Vanishing Tattoo come from?
Well, originally, Thomas did all of my tattoo work.
Yes.
And went to West Coast Tattoo because, hey, it's the oldest continually operating tattoo shop in Canada. Thomas Lockhart is a world-renowned tattoo artist.
That's a fact.
And as he was tattooing me, he started telling me stories about his travels, where he'd gone to places like Borneo and seen some of the indigenous tattooing. Explained to me that it was a shame because it was dying out and the only people who still had the tattoos were old men. And when they died, it was going to be lost forever. And he and I talked about it, and I thought that was a great idea for a documentary film.
Excellent. So how long did it take you to make the documentary?
4 or 5 years, maybe?
Yeah, the documentary itself was shot in 5 weeks in Borneo. But
Yeah.
Tom and I,
Financing.
the
The money.
always the money. So we were really lucky because the Aboriginal Peoples Network of Canada, which is aptn.ca. You go to their website if you want to see the documentary, because it will be airing this fall.
Yeah.
BC Film and CanWest Global gave us development finance and allowed Tom and I to do a research trip. And to do research for this, we went to tattoo conventions all over North America. Went to Europe, Japan, where we visited Horiyoshi, Samoa, Tahiti, Thailand, Australia, New Zealand.
Speaking of Thailand, Miss Bardo, weren't you there recently?
Yeah, I was there for 4 months actually, just after Christmas.
Right
I
on.
had to
Hanging out
go
with Koh Samui.
Yeah, Koh Samui, Koh Phangan, lots of fun over there.
Okay.
We're very excited now.
Just basically lying on the beach and rolling over from one side to the
Scuba
other.
diving too? Doing scuba diving?
Snorkeling, no, that's something I want to get into though. Scuba diving.
Well, right on. So, back to what makes the tattoo website, vanishingtattoo.com, so involved in the documentary?
Well, the success of the website is kind of amazing to us. It's become kind of a cult hit on the internet. And now if you were to go to any search engine and type in the word tattoo, we'd be the #1 tattoo website in the world.
The #1 tattoo
The number one
website
tattoo
in the world.
website.
Well, that's right. That's good.
50 million hits a month.
VanishingTattoo.com.
And we put up the website as a way of contacting people and telling our story, because we're like starving independent filmmakers, and it was a way to kind of get out and tell the tattooing community what we were doing. And it just became really popular. It was a website of the day on Netscape, Yahoo. It's been featured on CNN, all over the world.
Right on, so you're getting great exposure on
And
it.
actually, and now I understand that we're being, on Ruthless Talent show, so
Yeah.
we've hit the big time here.
That's right. And so basically, why did you decide to shoot the pilot in Borneo?
Well, because Tom had been there
Skulls.
before, and the event were headhunters.
Yeah.
Big
And-
balls of skulls hanging. from
So
the
it was just a good story. Plus, there was a river, and we journeyed upriver into the heart of Borneo.
And where do you guys think you're going to shoot your next Vanishing Tattoo documentary?
Well, our international broadcaster is National Geographic International, and our partners, Natural History New Zealand. So it's going to be seen in hundreds of countries around the world, and we're waiting to hear whether or not it goes to series.
Right on.
So if
Japan
it
is
did,
like-
we would love to do Japan, because the work. Tommy, you should just pull your shirt off and show people your bodysuit.
Well, that's the way I live with it here. That was all hand poked in Japan. It's from 20 years ago too.
Yeah.
And this is actually the instruments that
Yeah.
he got hand poked with.
The way to go over there is, if you'll pass me out for a second there, they work off a paintbrush. They would dip the paintbrush in ink, and then they dip it off of that, and then jab, jab, jab.
Just jab, 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 eh?
Long
Hours and
process.
hours of
Well,
paint.
and that's a really amazing thing, because there's all these different cultures all over the world, and they all have tattooing as a prominent part of their culture, but they all do it a little bit differently.
And you actually,
Samoan.
the Samoan.
That's
Now
right.
we're gonna
Lift up-
see
lift up
some
my
Samoan
skirt. Now
tattooing.
now we're gonna see some
They
thigh.
would take and they would dip this in ink, and then it's like this here, they hold like this, they tap it, dip it, tap it. It's a lot more lineal.
Yeah.
These are all
But you
sharper
represent
than
a,
they do,
a Samoan man, when he gets his payout, he is solid black from his knees to his waist. And when Captain Cook and the other explorers went to Samoa, they thought, when they first saw these guys, they thought they were wearing silk breeches, because they're black ink from their waist to their knees.
Is
Yeah.
one particular style more painful than the other? Like say a
Oh,
Japanese style compared to...
Samoan's gonna be the
Yeah.
most painful.
Is
Most
it-
corrugated.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it can take months to finish it, and
Solid black.
solid black. And where's the instrument? If you look at, it's made with traditionally with tortoiseshell, but this white here is a boar's tusk that they splinter off, and they sharpen it with coral, and then they get another big stick and they just hammer it into you. I mean, that's gotta hurt
Incidentally, the Fijians used to use human bone.
to do the tattooing. Yeah.
Now, is there anything you can take
No.
on the drink? I hear there's some really funky psychedelic drinks like cassava root or some weird drinks that can
Yeah,
numb the pain of
Tom and I
it.
tried Cava, and we got a kind of mild buzz off it,
Yeah.
but nothing like you hear it's really.
It tastes like
Yeah.
muddy water from a...
Yeah, I don't think it's much of an anesthetic.
No.
So basically, we're sorry to interrupt you, Vince, but what do you think of our Ruthless Bikini Babes?
Well, they can't hold a candle to Miss Bardot, but it's pretty classy.
I think so too. And
I think Ruthless Talent Show has, a big future ahead.
All right, and going with that, we're gonna go to a commercial with DJ Smooth. Take us to commercial.
Let's see,
Okay, so we'll try that one more time.
yeah.
And we're gonna, and with that, Thomas, we're gonna go to commercial with DJ Smooth. Now listen, Jerremy, is that camera catching smooth over there? Because I forgot to check that. Is that catching the side?
Yes, it is. I did
Everything?
check it.
Okay. So we're gonna come back now. Did you still want to throw that box or no? We're just gonna show Vince's tattoo. And stuff like
Whatever
that?
you want, buddy. You're calling the shots here.
No, I'm
I
talking.
bought it. Who shit themselves? Is that my dog that shit itself?
Wasn't me.
Okay, let's get the dog.
So do we want? Is that all ready to show?
yeah, it's
Okay,
okay.
okay. All right.
We can cut too after commercial, having this set up on your desk.
Yeah. So okay, well let's set it up
We
then.
need to talk about you all.
Where's the cup?
That's close to my heart. Close to all our hearts.
Jeremy, you're always fucking on me. Or on the guest house, you're always on me. Because fuck, half the time you guys were over there and nobody was on me.
There's a couple of times where we tried to catch other people, but your
Oh,
face is on it the most, so you don't worry.
It's not. Are you starting on me?
Can I grab a drink?
Of course you can. Tom, don't start on me.
Can you get
Who loves you?
Give
It's
me
11 o'clock at night.
That's right,
Give me a Coke. It's
fuck
not
that.
Coke? Yeah, Coke.
Okay.
Make sure it says styrofoam cup.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm hoping that everybody's getting. I'm worried because what it's supposed to be is I should be more over here and talk to you guys. So me and you are always in the shop together, right? That's one thing that we fucked up on. But I know, I talked to we're gonna take it to the next level. Okay, so we're wrapping up with Vince and Tom right now. Alright?
Alright, is it, we're out of here after this?
After this, yeah.
Well, hey, I touched on half the questions. We haven't talked about chihuahuas.
No?
No, what we did first time we cut it all out because of,
Okay, well, then enough.
what else we talked about here?
Alright, so where is everybody?
They make a drink. They coming back right now. There they come.
Okay. Okay, let's get this rolling. Shut that fucking door. Shut the
Shut
fuck up out
the
there.
fucking door.
Okay.
That's not bad. We're gonna talk about, Vince's little tattoo
Yeah.
on his shoulder.
And then we'll talk about the dog.
We're gonna talk about your tattoo and your
Don't
gun.
fuck up on that CD shit again, buddy.
You guys make dinner.
That's right. I'm sorry. See, I should have been over here, Vince, the whole time. So there's one camera here, one camera there, right?
Makes sense to me.
Hey, come on, we're cool.
Okay, so here we are. Where's the sod?
Getting all wet and sweaty over here, you said.
Where's the sod?
That's that sweater you want to get. Go man. Everywhere Vince was sitting, it's all sweaty. From his nuts, he's not wearing underwear.
So we gonna use this for that thing out there, or what?
Yeah.
You want to put it up here now?
You
Tom?
can cut back from commercial and already have it prepared.
Yeah, so could put it up there then.
I think it's old times to get a sky cam.
Absolutely.
Now, do you want me to point it out,
Whatever you feel
or
like.
do you want to change places with me and have you point it
No,
out?
no, that's feel like sitting on that left sweat.
That was my thighs, like cornered seat. Now, you pull up the website. You need graphics? You need graphics on, like westcoasttattoo.com.
Alright. Yeah, let's get back to this shit. Jerremy, where you going? Let's get back over here.
I'll leave.
What?
I'll leave.
Who's leaving?
I am. I'm going to the next room. You don't want me in here.
Well, if you sit over there and be quiet, you're okay. Alright. Where's the fucking Jerremy now?
Nowhere.
Shut the fucking door. I'm not using my fucking glasses on every minute. I'm gonna have to kill that fucking
She's
shit.
got a tattoo.
Yeah.
We spotted a tattoo.
Okay, let's get back to this shit then.
Okay.
No, we're not supposed to do this for a hand in the
You just say, you got actually a little smart enough to start talking. Of course.
We are here to.
Cool guys, but I think, fuck, ready, fastest day.
You guys ready?
Gotta go, the tooth looks
No.
good on it.
Okay, so, alright, we're...
Get in the middle of the thing, man.
Oh yeah, I fucked that up already. Okay, we're back to the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your guest host, Big Z-Man. This is my beautiful guest host, Miss Bardot, and our awesome Ruthless DJ,
Yes, you
Smooth.
are beautiful.
Okay, and back to Vincent Hemmingson and Thomas Lockhart with their Vanishing Tattoo documentary, The Vanishing Tattoo.
Come on, now Z-Man, you gotta share with your audience at home. Who did your first tattoo?
Well, actually, Vince, you had a little part in that.
I did.
And if everybody would like to see that part, it's right above here.
Version at one point in time.
That's the all-seeing eye of
Now that we're
Horus.
showing tattoos, we might as well have a look at the one that you got on the Vanishing Tattoo documentary, Vince.
I actually got two. I
And it's,
got
those are the underbellies of the frogs.
That's right, that's the barong, which is the eggplant flower, and the center spiral is the tadpole. And I got that one there, and that took 6.5 hours. And it was 6.5 hours of getting punched in with those actual tattoo instruments right there.
Really?
Yep.
It's a similar system to the Samoans.
Exactly.
Longer stick,
Yeah.
not the same when you hold a stick, tapping it like that.
And 6.5 hours to get tattooed
Very
was a
painful.
long day.
Very painful, eh?
I actually think it's a little less painful than a electric tattoo machine, but that would have been over, I mean, Tom would have done those tattoos in what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, it's one
That's what happens when you have
Professional.
machine technology. as
Well, yeah, but this is, of course, part of the problem and one of the reasons for making a documentary is the young people, they want Harley Davidsons and Screaming Eagles and Bart Simpson tattoos.
Exactly.
They don't want their traditional designs, which we think are very beautiful and should be preserved.
Yeah. So, Thomas, apparently you have a little chihuahua over there, and her name's Chili.
Amazingly, actually, it's related to your dog.
Well, actually, it's Sassy's cousin.
There.
Speaking of Sassy, where is she?
Where is she? Sassy.
Locked
I hope
outside.
she's not in the alley.
I heard your dog tramps around a little bit.
She was down on the alley the other
That's
day.
right. I hear she's got a problem with tequila as well.
A little bit. So, basically,
So there's a Chihuahua walk incidentally. I think it's July 21st, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
July 21st, right on.
I guess I'll be seeing
Anybody
you
that
guys
needs to be there can hang out with the old grandmas. And Thomas.
I mean, that sounds like a classic Ruthless talent remote. You could have Miss Bardot,
Great.
Miss
Sassy
Bardot.
on a leash.
That's
They could
right.
have matching outfits. How cool would that be?
That would be very cool.
That's amazing publicity we're giving you for free, Z-Man.
Yes, sir. And speaking about publicity, let's show a clip from the Vanishing Tattoo documentary.
Good idea.
Okay. Would you like us to set this up?
Sure.
This, what you're gonna see is actually the opening credits.
We're actually going to see it up on our monitors.
Oh, we're gonna see it up on our monitors?
Ruthless Bikini Babes never get interrupted.
Bikini Babes never, well, you should never interrupt a Bikini Babe ever.
Especially when, you know,
Hey, she's a Bikini Babe, right?
that's right.
That's all you need to say.
Exactly. And speaking of that, do you want to mention the website one more time, Tom? Vincent?
We got two of them. One is for the documentary, it's called www.vanishingtattoo.com. And I have my own personal website too, and that's www.westcoasttattoo.com.
That's great. And to finish up the show, maybe you could just show us your back piece, Thomas.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It's Japanese stuff. It wasn't all done in Japan, but that's how this. The back is actually done by a guy called Paul Jeffries
Yeah,
out of Calgary.
that's great. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on the show, Vince.
It's called a kimono. Yin
Z-Man,
yang,
it's a pleasure to be here.
dragons, phoenixes, yin yang, yi chang.
All right.
Okay.
So it was a great pleasure to have you on the whole show,
Thank you very
Vince.
much.
Easy.
And thanks for having you on, Thomas. And thanks for Chili for being on the show. And her
Okay.
little cousin Sassy must be down the alley somewhere.
All right.
And we'll take it to commercial with DJ Smooth and our lovely guest, host, Yep,
Oh, it's
no,
pretty
we don't
smooth
need that
as
one.
all
We're just
can.
gonna go with like that, you know, casual shit. Deep. All right. So thanks, Vince.
Pleasure.
Okay, Rick, you're over here now.
Boys, it's been fun.
Beautiful kimono.
You're still recording, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't stopped.
Can somebody see where my dog is? Because Spark's
Out in the next room.
I'll go look
He's
for
supposed to be
him.
here beside, Miss Bardo. Three.
I forgot how much work you had done on you. I really, it's been that long.
There's a couple of cats on there, man.
Yeah, well, there's none like the cat I got. That's-
Oh, yeah, I
that's
remember.
what
I remember. What was that?
beginning.
Who was that one again?
Shit, Vince, he did it.
Vince.
Vanderbrook. He's a paraplegic guy. He rides around in a wheelchair. He's had a spinal cord problem, and now he does artwork for a living. And he
Sassy, come here.
remembered one time I lent him a
Smooth.
studio,
Yeah.
and he had no way of paying me back. So he said, "Why don't I do some
You're not
artwork
supposed
on
to
you?"
turn any fucking music
So I
on
went,
until
sure,
I
go
say
ahead.
smooth.
So
The
now
end
he
is
gave me.
smooth, then you're supposed to
Is that your Vancouver?
Yeah, Surrey. Surrey, actually. He's friends with Spider.
You're fucking that up. And don't go so loud, I haven't said loud.
He knows the people who work at the Dutchman. Yeah.
Because we're cutting that out anyway. And
Well, he knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of guys who do artwork. So I want to get this one here covered. The guy who did this bottom piece. I want this bottom piece to look a little more darker. You do your own work? Hey, take care of yourself, Again, a pleasure.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys. Rock on, everybody.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah. Everyone okay there?
Bye, boys. Bye, boys. Bye. Okay.
I gotta get another glass. Who drinking that one? You don't start filming yet.
Who is drinking that one?
Contract.
Hey,
What else are you film?
because Rick's got to be on his own here. Then you can come in after, or whatever, you know, on that one.
You want the dog in or all?
Yeah, Sassy, come here. Come here.
There you go.
Sit. Stay.
Give me a glass.
Okay, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. And I'm your host, Big Z-Man, and my lovely guest host, Miss Bardo, and our cool DJ, Ruthless DJ, Smooth.
Puff loud.
Oh yeah. So anyway, we're here with our actor, model, guest host. Or sorry, we better fucking
Start again, the
that
bikini
whole
babes.
thing up now.
Your
Bikini
bikini
babes.
babes are dead.
Okay.
Start again.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Here we go.
Ready?
We can't be passing dudes, eh, Rick?
All right. I just wanted one talk. That's all I wanted.
Okay, so we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z Man, and my lovely guest host, Miss Bordeaux. And our awesome DJ, Smooth.
Yo, smooth out.
And we have our guest today, actor, model, Richard Dino. How you doing, Rick?
Pleased to be here. I'm doing good.
All
How's
right.
everybody else?
Good.
Doing great.
That's
Excellent.
great.
Excellent to hear.
So, Rick, you've been doing a lot of stuff in the film industry, basically scaring people and, doing a little bit of speaking parts apparently with Scooby and Shaggy in the last next Scooby-Doo film.
Yeah. I've just been doing background work since '96. I did a music video with Jan Arden. I did a small bit part.
What was that like?
Oh, that was so good. That was filmed here in Vancouver, down by the train station.
Oh yeah.
We stayed there most of the day, 8 hours. But Jan Arden was so nice. She
Really?
was so sweet. Good person to work with.
Do you know John Arden, Kristen? Miss Bordeaux? Oh, think I get. Do you know Jan Arden?
I don't know her personally, but I know of her.
Capri?
Yeah.
All right.
She's excellent people. And this industry is so wild in Vancouver, the movie industry, you wouldn't believe it.
Oh, yes, it is.
And then after that, you actually did something with David Hasselhoff on Nick's Fury, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And what was
I
it
did.
like working with that production?
Well, we didn't really get to see very many stars. Didn't get to see Hasselhoff, but we got to see the set.
I remember seeing you in that clip, and you actually had a pretty good part in that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, there are a lot of people that say, "Oh my God, is that Rick?" Yeah, sure it is.
And that Jan Arden also got you a lot of exposure
Oh,
as
a
well.
lot of it from here down in the States. My uncle called me up from Chicago. He saw me on MTV.
What do you think of Richard Capri?
Awesome. I mean, if you can get lots of work in, especially in Vancouver, it's excellent.
And what kind of disease do you have, Richard?
It's called elephant man's disease.
That's right, but it's not the fatal kind, right?
It's not the fatal kind, no.
That's a great thing.
It is too, man. I could live longer.
And I noticed your sons don't have it either.
No, they
It's
don't.
not
They don't.
contagious
I
like
got
that.
3 kids. I got 2 sons and a daughter, and neither of them have what I got.
Yeah. What do you think of our lovely Ruthless Bikini Babes, Richard?
They are sweet. They are sweet. I would love to see more.
You'd like to meet them, I guess. Eh?
And yes, I would.
That's great. So, is any camera on me? So here we are. So, Richard, what's that little friend you have over there?
Oh, this is Sassy Girl. She's a Chihuahua.
That's right.
She's just a lovely girl. I guess she's part of the set. She just comes around and just lays beside everybody who will give her food.
So anyway, I guess with that, we'll go to the commercial with DJ Smooth and our lovely guest host.
Here we go, here we go.
Jerremy, what happened with you not on the man?
Because
You gotta be watching him. You guys were both on him. What were you doing, Assad?
What?
Why were you on him too when
You were out there.
full time?
He was doing the Stone Night.
I gotta slap the camera, man. 24 hours.
I was doing.
What the fuck? We're sitting
Hey,
here.
Z.
Both the cameras are on him.
No.
You know what? He
Who
was
is he on?
talking.
Who's
I'm
this
on
one
Stone
on?
Night. He's covering you two. He went over and I was panning
You
out.
gotta get right the fuck
I have
back over
both
here
of
to
you.
this
You
part.
weren't
Oh,
saying
it's
a
all
damn
on the
thing.
But let me
show.
tell you one
Richard
thing.
was talking. He was out doing Stone
we're gonna
Night.
come back
So I
from
wanted to get
commercial.
Richard.
Okay, we're back from commercial.
Stop.
And we have our lovely guest host, Ms. Capri Bordeaux, and actor and model, our guest, Richard Dino.
And don't forget that name.
So tell us about what it was like working with the Scooby-Doo 2 movie and where you did your parts.
It was quite good. It was quite fun. I was there 2 days in a row just doing normal background work, and the director came up and told me that I have just been upgraded, and I got like my first speaking part, and everyone else was like in awe, right, looking at me like, oh, they're like, holy shit. And I realized a great jump in pay
Exactly.
Exactly. I
From
mean,
next
what I
week to
made,
after.
what I made in 3 days,
Come on.
what I made in 3 days on the set, I make in a month at my normal job.
So basically, have you been doing any kind of film stuff, Capri?
I've been doing a few auditions here and there actually. I'm just beginning that. But,
Yeah.
I've been pretty fortunate the past little while. I've been doing a lot of auditioning.
So basically, when they're needing a very large, rested, beautiful lady, you can call Capri Bardot's manager and
Sure,
book her in.
absolutely. Yeah.
I think it's called
Premier.
Premier.
Yeah, I work for Premier and also Dax Talent as well.
Great. So Richard, when you were, what did you have to say on the Scooby-Doo 2 movie? Exactly.
Exactly. Well, it started out at 5.
Okay, so we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show, and I'm your host, Big Z-Man, with our lovely guest host, Capri Bardot, and our cool Ruthless DJ, Smooth.
Yeah, Z-Man.
Yo, we're here with Richard. We're back with Richard, actually, and Richard Dito, and he's an actor model, and he just did some Scooby-Doo 2 acting parts. So what did you say in that Scooby-Doo movie, to be exact, Richard?
It was a statement that Shaggy and Scooby said to these certain people that they were pickle-aculous.
Oh,
Like, the name Pickles is like what they love to eat, both Shaggy and Scooby, and then Dracula as in the vampire.
exactly.
So my word was pickle-aculous, eh? And I chopped off the pickle.
Pickle-aculous, and he chomps on a pickle. So, couple more roles like that, and you'll be moving down to Hollywood, Eric?
Well, no, I like the West Coast of Canada.
Yeah?
I won't move down to the States.
No?
I lived there once before, and I won't live there again. Like, life is just too fast.
Yeah,
Too fast.
exactly. Well, they can just fly him down there, and he can be hired and treated like a movie star, right, Capri?
Yeah, sure, why not? Absolutely.
What do you think, Smooth?
I think he sure can.
So, Rick, when you were, show up at the auditions, do sometimes the casting directors get scared a little bit?
Usually, yeah. Usually do it. Like,
And they're
where are
afraid
you
to
from?
look at you in the eye and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and treat you like a, normal person?
They don't really look me in the eye. They don't know where to look, or they can only see half.
I know. Look at the camera too for us, Rick,
There you go.
because we want to see your beautifulness.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I get paid for it. Why not?
And if anybody would like to hire Richard in their movie or anything like that, who is your agent?
In Motion Talents.
That's great. So
We'll
contact.
put the phone number down later.
Yeah, give Motion a call if you need to hire Rick. And with that, we're gonna go to commercial with DJ Smooth. Did we catch everything we needed, Rick?
I guess so. Yeah.
Did
yeah.
we?
We did. We covered everything.
Okay, so where's your drink, Ray? Right here. It's empty, man.
No, it's full.
So basically, Rick, did we catch everything or what? Or should we come back and finish off with more with you? I can't remember now because my brain's
Okay,
sleepy.
we covered all the way. We covered all the way from the beginning with you
Good.
until now the end with Scooby Doo.
All right.
Unless you want to reshoot his kids, his family stuff, or
We'll do that another time.
All right.
Do that
So
another
okay,
time.
so that's it.
Okay.
Then we wrap with that. We'll come back commercial with Ray, and then we'll show his video. Each show. So you're out there, then, Rick.
Okay.
See his ass.
I hope we've got everything with him, because I forgot now.
Can we view it after?
No, we just gotta take it as it is. I think we got everything from you.
you got 45 minutes worth down, anyways.
Yeah, we wasted a lot of time with those tattoo fucks.
Oh.
Okay, Rick. Okay, Ray, you're up here, buddy. Yeah, you didn't write down anything for me to ask you, right?
I thought you'd have that already. You're a professional.
What's that?
I don't know what the fuck I've been doing for the last year and a half. Yeah. Okay, let's pop a new tape in there. Here, Deacon, why don't we just pop a new tape in right now with all of them?
There's still 15 minutes online.
How much tape do you got left, Assad?
I'm at 28 minutes.
Why? We started counting down to 45, I thought we had 48.
says 3256 on it.
You're gonna push and stop and play. So that's how he pushed this button and locked the camera.
But he was also rolling for like, he was also rolling for an entire break, right? And I paused it.
Yeah, I haven't actually stopped it, except for that one time.
We're gonna make another shoot. Like, you wanna bring Rick, you want me to talk about my family?
Yeah. We'll get to that after, right? I'll get to that after, you know. Don't emphasize here right now. We'll get to that part next week. Because I got a lot on my fucking mind over here. I gotta be thinking about questions for fucking rain. No, this nigga to fucking keep the music down.
Hey, dude, go take that shit.
I think I gotta go to
I've been this way for
grab me one too. Except all you fucking assholes. Why the fuck is the Gold Coast star in the show? Why don't you like you? Now, when we're going to commercial, you guys pan around, eh? Pan around everywhere. Well, we're going to commercial, pan around, because the music will be fading in.
What's that? Is he camera 3?
But he went out there, he just walked up to the guy, just fucking laced him. Just fucking drove into him, knocked him down. But don't you ever call him that name again.
Everybody lives in a small world, so don't even discriminate.
But that's not Joey. That's not my older boy. My older boy's a softy.
It's full of all.
He don't want to do violence, but if he has to, he will. I'm talking to two boys, two dukes out one night. I don't say, fuck it.
That camera thing was scary me off to death. Losing a main camera like that, that's brand spanking new. That camera's been rolling all this time, eh? So you know. I'll get you. Oh, I wouldn't worry about all this. Let's just keep going and we'll wrap it. He's gonna be our last guest, and I think fired up. Okay, so we're almost ready, Jeremy? Worry about the writing and all that, we'll figure it out after, I guess.
Hey, Jeremy, what are you doing over there, man?
Looking for joints.
Get back to the fucking camera. Oh, smoke that lady.
Okay, let's get back to this, because I think you're running down on camera time over here too.
Shit, man,
It's still going.
That one's out over there, by the way. I was gonna be the
I was born in the States, I was born Moscow, Idaho. That's 25 miles east of Boise. And you know, like, shit, I go back there and all.
So,
What's Canada?
Are we ready to roll?
Like Eskimos?
is the elephant man gonna shut the fuck up, or is he gonna blab all night? Okay, Rick,
Leave him
you're
over there.
Shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
pass the joint.
Which story?
Am I by the
Camera
door?
has the shit on the TV.
I'm not rolling. I'm just open.
Come over here.
Where's your view, Rick? What happened to the one you supposed to grab out there? I don't know. What?
We
There's
got
no more dudes
small.
out there?
No, there's no more.
I brought like 4 in here and the rest are gone.
Alright, we got no
That's what I
dudes.
was telling you. If you want smoke of the last one.
Okay, so we're back at the Ruthless Talent. Alright, shut that fucking door. Okay, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z-Man, and this is my lovely guest host, Capri Bardot, and our awesome Ruthless DJ, Smooth.
Hello, what's up, Z-Man?
Not much, man.
All
We
right,
got
all
a
right.
cool rap hip-hop artist, Rated R, aka Mr. Montani, on the show today. And he just finished doing his latest video, which will be airing soon. And tell us what's been happening, Ray.
Well, I just basically been working on my second CD. Just it'll be out in about a month and a half now, and just sending the video to Much Music, so should be getting played pretty soon.
Well, we'll be playing this video on this show, so we won't have to wait for much music. What do you think of our awesome Ruthless Bikini Babes?
They're alright.
And our lovely guest host, Capri.
Caprice.
All right. So basically, when you were making that video, did you have to work a lot at getting the script together or anything like that, or?
Well, a little bit for pre-production. It took about a month and a half of pre-production to do, and then it took about a month of editing. So it was quite a bit of work to put it all together.
Yeah. One cameraman stuntman's not on the guest. You guys got to be watching each other. We can cut this out, right? So, what the fuck? You know, I notice that all the fucking time, man. You guys got to quit the dope. Okay. So basically,
No, we need more.
We shouldn't be moving them at all.
Yeah, it should be one over and one
Yeah, I don't know what the
One
fuck's
here,
happening.
one
I'm
there,
sick
and
of this
that's
shit.
it.
You know,
Don't
it's like
move
keep
them at all.
the fucking camera, the guest, and the guest host.
I've
Okay.
been fixed on you the whole
I
time.
know you're doing.
And
I
you
don't know
move.
Fuck about this guy who presses the lock button. Okay, so I'm a moving fucking host. So here we are. We're back, and we're with Ray here. And where do we leave off? Okay, so Ray, when you're doing this kind of stuff, when you're writing your new songs, does it all just flow from your mind, or how does
Well,
it
it
work?
depends what I'm kind of going through at that time. You know, sometimes it's a little bit harder to get stuff out.
One more thing, I forgot to tell Richard and everybody. I'm gonna have to learn that. You gotta look at the camera always. Don't look at me. And you too, and smile and blah blah blah. Okay, so let's take it from. We're back with Ruthless Talent Show one more time, and we'll take it from there. Okay, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z Man. This is our lovely guest host, Chrissy Bardot.
Capri.
Or this is. All right, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show, and I'm your host, Big Z Man, and this is our beautiful guest host, Capri Bardot, and our awesome DJ, Smooth.
Yes, smooth.
And on today's show, we have Rated R, aka Mr. Montani.
So,
Yeah. So you just finished shooting a new video for your album. What song is it?
yeah, it's called Watch Your Back, and it'll be on Much Music pretty soon. We just sent it in, and the new album will be out in about a month and a half.
Right on. And so basically, shooting the video. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, it's like anything, it takes a lot of work, you know. It took about a month and a half of pre-production, about a month of editing, and, you know, you gotta put a lot of work into it.
Yeah. So have you been in any videos?
Not lately, no, I haven't actually.
Alright.
No.
Well, you can be in Ray's next video.
Sure, I love that.
And
Sure.
when what was your first album called, Ray?
It was called Easy Rider 2000.
Oh yeah, I remember that
What
one.
about it already, eh?
So do you have a website that you promote your stuff on?
Yeah, it's www.ratedrrecords.com.
That's great. So how long have you been rapping for?
I guess I've been doing seriously about 6 years now.
6 years, that long?
Yeah.
Seems like just yesterday, eh?
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
So you do all your own beats and all your own stuff on your CDs?
Yeah, I do all my own production. I usually produce it, and then I just take it, get it all mastered,
And then,
and then send it right to the people.
that's right. So with that, we're gonna go to commercial and let's take it away with DJ Smooth. Capri, you haven't been saying this way off camera, you can live, and I've been talking it all up. So. I know you didn't see his video.
Yeah, I was pretty sure
He's around hip
what
hop.
kind of music, all that kind of
It's
stuff.
like a mafia gangster rap, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna play the video.
Yeah.
Eminem?
So, well, we can throw that in there if you want it right now. Like just to put it up, if you can have a look at it.
That's what I know.
Just for a second, yeah. Maybe stick that up there in that TV up there. Can you shut those cameras off, son? You shut yours off, Jerremy? And maybe shut that one off over there. It's not there. Alright, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z-Man, our lovely guest host, Capri Bordeaux, and our awesome DJ Smooth.
Hey, what's up, Big Z,
Oh,
man?
not much, Rick. Not much. I was looking at Richard Dino, he fucked me over. Okay, we'll come back with that. Little bit of music. Okay, we're back at the Ruthless Talent Show. I'm your host, Big Z-Man, our lovely guest host, Capri Bordeaux, and our DJ Smooth. And back
Hey,
with
what's
our...
up, Big Z, man?
Hey, I'm chilling. And we're back with our guest, Rated R, aka Mr. Montani.
What's up?
So Ray, what kind of rap do you sing?
Pretty much all kinds.
But you have a certain style, I think.
Well, I wouldn't really categorize it as one style, I don't think.
It's more like a mafia gangster rap kind of pimp style?
I mean, if you want to call it that, yeah, but I mean, when I go in and do my thing, I don't put it in one category, I just do whatever I feel like at the time.
Right on. So what's the new album going to be called?
It's called Memoirs of a Wise Guy. It'll be out in about a month and a half.
Yeah?
Just finishing up right now in the studio.
Great.
So do you have any favorite artists in particular, or
I don't know, I listen to pretty much everything. I don't have any favorite artists really.
Eminem fan? So.
Not really, I don't really like mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
So let's check out your video, Ray. What's the name of this one?
It's called I Want It All.
I Want It All by Rated
Oh,
R.
sorry, watch your back.
Okay. Okay, so okay. So what's your video called, Ray?
It's called Watch Your Back.
Watch Your Back, and it's on. This is Watch Your Back on. Okay, we're okay.
What's
So,
the name of the show again?
so Ray, what's your video called?
It's called Watch Your Back.
Watch Your Back. Let's show the video of Rated R, aka Mr. Montani. Watch Your Back. Okay, we're back, and that was a great video, Ray. How long did it take to shoot that?
Took about 2 days to shoot and about a month and a half of pre-production and about a month of editing.
Right on.
Is that here in Vancouver?
Yeah, actually it was in Surrey.
Oh yeah.
So we got a Surrey video here.
That's right.
Either way, it looked good, and we're hoping that your new album's a good success. And we'll hope to have you on the show again, Ray.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So we're gonna say goodbye, and with our lovely guest host Capri, which you can see at one of our local exotic show lounges. And DJ Smooth is always in town, and he's gonna take us out to. I guess Capri's gonna be taking us out, and DJ Smooth. So that's good.